Sham Yisech Trumas Daf Tzadik Daled Amid Aleph Nishmas Gita Basavama Shchaim Yitzidovi Shchaim Ben Avraham Yitzchak as Shimon Ben Abi Yitzchak. Sat Maruf came to change the clock. He never changed the clock. Never changed the clock. Interesting. He had a watch on his desk always. He would look at the watch, but never paid attention to it. Just looked at it. He was on his own schedule. He was on his own schedule. We spoke Friday about Birchas HaTorah. The first Birchas HaTorah, the Medayik, Lasik B'divrei Soda. What says Lasik B'divrei Soda? Lasik B'divrei Soda is Torah D'Rabban. The Tshuva Rashi brings the Rashi. And it says that Rashi would come in the morning to shul. He would make again Birchas HaTorah. First makes the Birchas HaTorah at home. And he came into shul. He made again. Why? Because Divrei Soda B'Rabban. That could be. That's the first bracha. Lasik B'divrei Soda. Say B'divrei Soda. You're not talking to yourself. You're talking to somebody else. You're learning with somebody else. That's Lasik B'divrei Soda. That's Torah D'Rabban. What's the second bracha? This is the limit of Torah, Ava B'noi. This is Ava B'noi. This is the special mitzvah of Ava B'noi. And the last one is the person learns for himself. He learns for himself. That's the last one. The Rambam, like once the Rambam says that learning Torah for yourself is how you make a bracha. The Beis Yosef says you don't make a bracha b'machshava. Learning is b'machshava. How do you make a bracha? So the diuk is that Rambam says the learning, when you learn yourself, is a hechsher to be able to teach somebody else. Ikar Torah, Talmud Torah is shinanta l'merecha, to teach somebody else. What you're learning is only a hechsher mitzvah to be able to teach somebody else. So you can't teach somebody without speaking or writing. We know that the writing is also, like the Madam says, writing is also mechuyev b'Birchas HaTorah. But just by thinking Torah, that's not the mitzvah. The mitzvah is to give it over to somebody else. These are three mitzvahs. Like the head of the Mishnah. Zeisei chulin shekavshon im zeisei truma. Olives of chulin shekavshon, they were marinated with zayis of truma, and they were whole. Each one was whole. The chulin with the zayis was on both sides. The chulin and the truma were whole, not cut. Or b'tziyeh chulin, cut up zaysim, olives which were cut up, chulin, in b'tzuyeh truma, or they were marinated with b'tzuyeh truma, I mean cut up truma, zaysim, b'tzuyeh chulin, or all these are awesome because we say that one goes to the other. But if it's whole, one whole goes to the other one. If it's cut, one cut goes to the other one. B'tzuyeh chulin, however, b'tzuyeh chulin, it's cut up chulin, zaysim chulin, im shleimei truma. The truma was, the zaysim of the truma were whole, and the chulin was cut up. Or b'mei truma, it's also. All these cases are also. Avol shleimei chulin. What does it mean also? It means that the chulin accepts from the truma, and it becomes also al truma. Meaning a kohen is the only one not eat it. Zad not eat it. Avol shleimei chulin. But the zaysim were whole zaysim. Those were the chulin. In B'tzuyeh Truma, the Truma was the one that was cut. Is mutter. Why? Because the B'tzuyeh Truma is going to give off the Truma into the what? Into the Shleimim. The Shleimim is gans. It's a whole zayis. It doesn't accept any Truma. So it doesn't accept any Truma. So we say that it's mutter.
The beginning, they say chulin shekavshon truma. It's just saying a kedama to the Mishnah, no?
He's saying here that they were whole.
No, the way he touched it, he says like a kedama to the Mishnah.
Let's see, different ways how to understand it. But Dr. Pnei Moshe, Zeisei chum shekavshon zeisei truma, kederech shekavshon hazeisei b'mayim. Same way that you put the zaysim, sometimes you squeeze the olives into water, umelech, or into salt, or b'chaymet, or vinegar. Ukashazaysim chulin, when the zayis is chulin, ein petzuyin umisokis. But if it was cut in different pieces, hein b'loyos mizayis truma. Then once it's cut, it's mekabel from the zayis of the truma. Av kishahein shleimim, even when it's whole. Chainim kosher b'mei truma. Same thing, b'mei truma. It was marinated in the what came out of the zayis, b'mei truma. Hainu hamayim shenish v'sem zayis truma. All these are awesome. Aval shleimei chulin. Let's say the chulin was shleimim. Zayis was whole. I feel the kosher in petzuitim, even though you marinated in truma. Zayis and truma with petzuitim, which were called is mutter. Why? The fi shachulin hashleimim, the chulin which is whole, aim boiling mehem. It's not belaya from the truma which is cut, so it's giving out, but it's not accepting because the shalom doesn't accept.
Doesn't matter which one is shalom, right?
It does, because what are you trying to ask? What's the question? What's also truma is truma. A kohen can't eat. Is only not eat truma. Azar is not eat the truma. The question is the kohen, is the Yisrael permitted to eat the zayis which is chulin? He's allowed to eat the zayis which is chulin. Hanimili, they didn't accept any blias from the truma. But what if it accepts the blias from the truma? Kohen is the only one allowed to eat it. Zayis is not allowed to eat it. So when the chulin was sholem, it doesn't accept from the truma. It's not accepting from the truma because it's sholem. Nothing is included. So Mela Azar is permitted to eat that chulin. But if the truma was cut, then it accepts it. So Mela it's awesome.
If we both shleimim,
If the both shleimim, das steht in the Mishnah. It does say. It's like this. Zeis chulin shekavshem and zeis truma. Pesur chulin and truma. Pesur chulin and truma. So that's the way. It depends how you learn the first case. You learn the first case is shleimim, then it would be awesome. So it doesn't say clearly. So look at Maful Azay. Shekavshem is zeis truma. That is zeis and the kavshem b'mayim u'b'melech. This is what a zayis is. It's made to be kovished, to marinate it b'mayim u'b'melech, in the water or in salt. Because they say chulin petzuin hein kesushim misakas. If the zayis of the chulin was psum cut, boilim mizayis truma, then it's belaya from the truma. Avam zayis truma hem shleimim. If the zayis of the truma is gans, it's whole. Afim kosher b'mayim shekiv shebem zaysim. It's also. Why? Why is it also? Afim zaysim truma hem shleimim. That's your question, right? Yeah. You just asked me about shleimim. Zaysim truma hem shleimim. Af im kosher b'mayim shekiv shebem zaysim truma is also. Ava shleimim zaysim chulin. But if the zaysim shleimim is chulin, ein belayim afim zaysim truma b'tumin. Then it's not belayim from the b'tumin. Sagt der Rassrille, Zeisem chulin shekoshem. Derech Zeisem, the normal way is, you take a zayis, you take olives, the kavsham to marinate them b'mayim and b'melech, in water and salt. Look, the Mishnah says, P'tzua chulin and p'tzua truma, if both of them are caught, kloime, kasheni bo la'asa zeise chulin. If I'm coming to look to see if the zayis of the chulin Shinich b'shum zayis truma was marinated in the zaysim of the truma. Dafkim hoya zaysim shel chulin b'tzuyim. Then it's be belayed the boilim kedisa b'gemara in b'tzuyim the truma. V'loy miboyim zayis truma b'tzuyim. Not only when the zayis of the truma is b'tzuyim, ela filu kavshim zayis truma shleimim nami yasir. Why? Because if the zayis is sholem, and that's the truma, it does give out something. It won't give out into something which is shalom on the other side, but if the chulin is psuim, then it's mekabel. V'loy miboyim zaysim. Not only truma goes with zaysim, elafilu koshem the zaysim, the chulin shleim b'mayishis b'hem zaysim truma asurim. You see what it says here? That's mamash your case. It says here, it says if both of them are shalom, then it's awesome. Afagav the may kevish zaysim aim behem tam l'shvach. Oh, so now he's going into a different topic, right? So now we're talking about if it's belay or not belay. So if both of them are shalom, he says it's pilot and it's belay. If one is shalom, the chulin is shalom, then it doesn't accept from the petzuim. Now, what about the tam? What kind of tam? What are we talking about? What's traveling here? What kind of tam is traveling over here? The afagav the may kevish zaysim. Aim behem tam l'shvach. This water, this moisture that's coming out from the kevish, which is marinated, the zaysim, aim behem tam l'shvach. Why? The moichel zaysim misara behem, the moichel, which is the juice of the zayis misara, V'huma, and you take an olive and you squeeze it out, so the moichel that comes out, the zayis, the juice of the olive is mar. It's bitter. Elo shemizbato marisa machmas hamelach. You don't see the color. It becomes butter because of the salt. So why is it also? Eyes noise and tam logam, and noise and tam logam according to the Shimon is mutter. More farish tam moikel like Shimon is going to say that this Mishnah goes according to the Shimon, but according to the Meir says noise and tam logam is also and be. Shimon is the one that says mutter. So Gemara has another Reb Shimon. Reb Shimon is the one that says that even though it's tam l'shvach, the levgam is also the son. Because till now we're learning it's only the Meir. Reb Shimon is the one that says mutter. The Gemara is going to ask this question. Shleimei chulin, zayisim koshim. What's a shleimei chulin? If the zayis was sholem, koshim, it's hard. V'chalokim, smooth. Nothing happened to make Kvisha. If you leave it for a longer time, that's what his miramas of it. Then it does go through.
It must be saying after the Kvisha is still slim.
Yeah, right, that's right. But if it's not sholem anymore, now it has a split in it, it starts to become weaker, then it does go through. Avu shleimi chulin, in zay se trume betzuin, ein belei mehem. If the chulin was sholem, not cut, and the truma was the one that's cut, so it goes out of the truma. But kolshken shleimei chulin im shleimei truma the shori. If both of them are gans, the sholem can't cost of a Rambam. Although they befresh the Rambam and those trumas, the Gemara mafarish. The hainuk shekovshim kachas, meaning he put it in together, marinated at one time. But if you put one after the other one. In other words, first he puts one in the water, and then he puts the other one in. One is chul and one is truma. Afilu shleimim b'shleimim. Even he puts one sholem after another one, not at one time. One after another. One was chul, and then the other one is truma. Asiri. Then we say it's also. V'hu da'ave shleimim chulin leb'sof. Oh, when is it also? Dafka the shleimim chulin came second. But tama the kivim the shleimim boiling the person, because the one which is whole is boileya and it's boiled. Shleimim basroi. The second one was the sholem. If the second one was the chulin, it's boileya and it's boiled. Kibodi bereisha usuri boli. When it comes out of the first kibodi bereisha, what was the first one? The first one was a sholem, was a zayis shel truma, and that's boiled, and it goes into the second one, which is the zayis of the chulin. That's why we say that it's also. I get the chayyish.